How to connect with your new tarot deck. I just got this new deck in the mail the other day, and it has quickly become one of my favorites. I only had one tarot deck for the last 3 years, and it was time. The first thing I like to do is to cleanse the deck with sandalwood incense. Then I like to sleep with it under my pillow for at least 3 nights. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to interview the tarot deck. I like to use this spread because it gives me a great idea of what the relationship with this deck will be like. The first card is its introductory. The second card represents its strengths. The third represents its weaknesses. The fourth is what you're going to learn with this deck. The fifth is how you can work together. And the last one represents the outcome.
5 witchy activities to do at home. Tips for baby witches. Cleanse your bed when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Light some candles that match your intention.
I follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. God, I never loved one like
Carry around a crystal you feel drawn to.
boats and waterfalls.
Or wear it as jewelry.
I'll be here never.
Paint your nails the same color of your intention. I used pink for self-love.
Nothing new is
Journal or start your book of shadows.
5 witchy activities to do at home. Tips for baby witches. Sleep with a crystal under your pillow. Stir your coffee or tea 3 times clockwise to infuse it with your intention. Learn about tarot. Research the different moon phases and their meanings. Practice meditation.
But if you do, our mother will say, don't run away, I'll keep you safe down by the bay. My father's home, got me some shoes, out with the old, in with the new.
Inside her new Balenciaga cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you'd expect. Inside her new Balenciaga cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you'd expect. Inside her new Balenciaga cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you'd expect. Inside her new Balenciaga.
Let's talk about witchy things that people do that they don't even know are witchy. Throwing pennies in a fountain, wishing on dandelions, blowing out candles and making a wish, covering your mouth when you yawn, crossing your fingers. That's all witchcraft.
You take those lemons, no sugar at all, and you squirt it right into our eyes. When life gives you lemons, you don't make lemonade, you use them to make girls cry. You take those lemons, no sugar at all, and you squirt it right into our eyes. When life.
Hi, my name is Chaotic Witchon, and this is a witch tip for if you're having trouble figuring out if a deity is reaching out or not. First things first, I go by the rule of 3. Not the threefold law, not everything you do will come back 3 times, but it's a sign if it shows up 3 or more times. I discount anything under 3 for being a sign. I consider it a coincidence. And from there, I do 3 more. 3 separate signs in bouts of 3. You can do different numbers, like 2 or 1, if you want. But this is just my method for completely vetting and make sure that it's actually a deity reaching out and not just something else. Another thing is animals behaving weirdly. A crow sitting on a dumpster isn't necessarily a sign because a crow likes sitting on a dumpster. If you have a bunch of crows following you home, that's a little different. And above all, your intuition. Signs look different for every single practitioner, and even though these are my methods, it doesn't mean it's gonna work for you or be the same for you. If you feel like something is a sign, follow your gut. You don't need my approval.
I guess I'm just a play date to you.
Here are some simple witchcraft charms. Eating a pinch of thyme before bed will promote sweet dreams. Scattering chili peppers around your house can help break a curse. Place a couple of almonds in your pocket when you've lost something and you're trying to find it. Hang a bit of seaweed in your kitchen to ward off evil spirits. Placing basil at your windows, your front door, or scattering it around your house can help promote money. Stay tuned for part 2.
Witch tip. You know when someone's saying bad things about you and you get word of it and it really bothers you? Or you just have someone be mean to you and it just feels like it's sticking around and you really can't get rid of it. It keeps playing over and over in your head. Write that shit on a piece of paper, burn it, mix it with eggshells, and turn it into a protective ward. Sprinkle it around your yard with the intention of those negative words that someone gave you absorbing and warding off any other negativity that is sent to you. You can even tether it to a candle and charge that candle with all those negative feelings, and every time you burn the candle, it strengthens the ward. Take that shit and use it against them.
Different types of water used in witchcraft. First off, of course we have moon water. Moon water has so many great uses, but it's mainly used for purifying, cleansing, and balancing. Rainwater. Rainwater has so many great uses, I use it in almost all of my spells. It's used for promoting growth, change, and protection. Sun water. I personally haven't made any sun water yet, but it's also great for so many things. You can use it for promoting strength, positive energy, as well as purification. Stay tuned for part 2.
Let's make bath salts for a good night's sleep. Combine 4 cups of Epsom salts, 1 cup of pink Himalayan salt crystals, a 1/4 cup of dried and crushed lavender, 3 tablespoons of dried chamomile, and some rose petals, and stir this together. Then I transfer this to a separate bowl where I add 20 drops of lavender essential oil and 20 drops of chamomile essential oil. This next step is optional, but I like to write my intention on a small bay leaf and burn that, and then add the ashes in there as well and stir in the intent. Transfer to a separate container and you are all set. To use, add a cup of the salts to a hot bath. I also like to add a spoonful of coconut oil to the water. Enjoy your soporific soak and sleep soundly.
Like the Titanic.
Eyes blue like the Atlantic, and I'm going down like the Titanic.
And if you fall, and if you fall, hold my hand. Ooh, baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my hand. And if you fall, and if you fall, hold my hand. Ooh, baby, it's a long way down to the bottom of the river. Hold my hand.
Here's a witch tip. We all know the folklore behind if a plant dies, it died, absorbing negative energy or a curse directed at you. So, take it one step further and turn your plants into protective wards. Put protective crystals in with the plants. Take sigils, bury it in with the plants. Feed your plants eggshells. Eggshells are super protective and plants love them. This is a type of ward where you can visually see how it's doing and visually see if anything has been thrown at you. You will have to be super aware of how the plant is doing. Any sort of kind of drying up, illness, anything like that, you're going to want to pay attention to. and then treat it, because as you treat the plant, you are treating your ward. Hope this helps.